Let's get one thing straight. I can lift a man with my silence and still cry over dog rescue videos. That's the kind of woman I am, strong, soft, and sacred, and a little bit savage. And if you've ever felt like you're too much on Monday and not enough by Tuesday afternoon, welcome to the club, beautiful. We're called Women Figuring It Out but Still Looking Cute While Doing It. Have a seat. I saved you one. You ever notice how society gives us a manual for being a woman? Yeah, except every chapter contradicts the last one. Be soft but not a pushover. Be strong but not too intimidating. Be sexy but make it effortless. Be confident but not too confident. We don't want you to think you're all that. Spoiler alert, you are all that. And guess what? You don't need to shrink to be accepted.
You don't need to harden to be respected.
And you definitely don't need to dim to be loved. You can be radiant, real, and raw, all at once. That's not confusion, and it's called depth. Let's talk softness for a minute. You know, the thing people confuse with weakness? Let me remind you, it's the ocean that carved out cliffs. It's water that feeds everything alive. It's the womb that holds life before the world ever does. Don't ever tell me soft isn't strong. Soft is fierce, soft is chosen. Soft is the woman who could burn it all down but doesn't. Because she knows how to breathe first. You see, real power isn't in how loud you are. It's in how deeply you love, how gently you forgive, how gracefully you walk away when your peace is too expensive. You know what they don't say about strong women? That sometimes she doesn't want to be strong. Sometimes she wants to be held, wrapped in arms that feel like prayers. It's not responsibilities. She wants to take off her cape without anyone calling her lazy or dependent. Strong women deserve soft landings too. We're not robots. We're humans with glitter in our blood and stories in our eyes. So yes, I'll show up for myself every time. But I still want someone who says, baby, you don't always have to do this alone. That doesn't make me less independent. That makes me wise enough to receive. We've been taught to pick one lane, be logical or emotional, career woman or mother, soft or assertive, spiritual or ambitious. But what if we're all of it? What if I want to run a business and a bubble bath? What if I speak affirmations and curse lovingly when I hit my pinky toe? What if I cry in the car and then walk into a room like I invented sunlight? That's not being conflicted. That's being multidimensional. That's being a woman. We don't need to choose a side when both wings belong to us. Here's the tea. We're evolving, not just aging, not just healing, but becoming. And in the process, we're going to outgrow a few things. People who only love the easy version of us. Hustle culture that told us burnout was glamorous. The lie that we had to earn love by proving our worth. Let me say it loud for the girls in the back. You don't have to audition for love, or you don't have to shrink for validation. You don't have to dim just to be chosen. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to take your time. You are allowed to take back everything you gave to the wrong places. And when you do, that's when life starts to flow. Now let's keep it real. This journey, this whole becoming her thing, it's not always glamorous. Some days you're aligned with your higher self. Other days your lower self is begging for the spotlight. We've all been there. Healing isn't a straight line. It's a spiral staircase with great lighting and occasional breakdowns. You laugh, you cry, you rage text your group chat, and then you meditate. Balance. No one does this perfectly. You're allowed to mess up while becoming you. Listen, in a world that tells women to toughen up just to survive, choosing to be soft is a radical act. Letting yourself feel is revolutionary. Resting is rebellion. Saying, this is who I am and I love her. That's holy. And strength, true strength, it's not the loudest voice in the room. It's the woman who knows when to speak and when to be still. When to fight and when to flow. When to walk away, not because she's bitter, but because she's wise. That's the kind of strength I want. That's the kind of woman I'm becoming. So if no one's told you lately, you are a masterpiece and a work in progress, you are divine chaos and exquisite order, you are a love poem with a heartbeat, you are fire and silk, thunder and lullaby, a storm wrapped in a smile, you are allowed to want more, to need more, to be more. So be soft, be strong, be sacred, be silly, be all of you, unapologetically, unfiltered, and unbothered. and let the world adjust.